There are many current and former WWE stars who have had embarrassing gimmicks they would rather not have to acknowledge. WWE's creative team is often responsible for everything that is seen on WWE TV. This includes superstars' names and even their gimmicks. This means that despite how talented some superstars may be, they can still be given some humiliating gimmicks by backstage officials because they think it's something that will get them over with the fans. Many of these stars are able to get past this bad patch in their career and go on to much better things, whilst sadly others are defined by one of the most humiliating parts of their career, which leaves them in a position where they no longer want to acknowledge that it actually happened. Number 10, Jillian Hall tries to sing. Jillian Hall was another female wrestler who was never going to be seen as championship material in WWE. Jillian's botches in her matches became too common for WWE to take her seriously, and this only seemed to get worse when the company gave her a singing gimmick. Jillian couldn't sing, but she thought she could. This meant that she would try to sing every time she was given a live mic, and the WWE Universe collectively groaned until it was over. Even when Jillian was given a championship, she was only able to hold it for a matter of minutes, which proved just how little WWE thought of her. Before her WWE career, Jillian was taken seriously as a wrestler. Unsurprisingly, she didn't have much success on the independent circuit following her release, and probably still doesn't want to talk about the things that the creative team thought up for her during her stint in WWE. There are many current and former WWE stars who have had embarrassing gimmicks they would rather not have to acknowledge. Number 9, Luke Gallows. Festus Luke Gallows is now a former tag team champion in WWE and has proved his ability in the ring all over the world. Despite this, it seems that the former Bullet Club member has some less than impressive memories of his first stint in WWE. Gallows debuted on WWE TV as the Imposter Kane, but after that idea was scrapped, he returned to our screens as Festus in 2007. Festus was a handicapped hillbilly who couldn't stop himself from wreaking havoc when the bell rang, but was absolutely useless before it. Whilst this character was a mild success for Gallows, it didn't paint him in a great light and wasn't a great stepping stone in his career either. When Gallows returned to WWE in 2016, Vince McMahon didn't even know it was him who played Festus almost a decade before. There are many current and former WWE stars who have had embarrassing gimmicks they would rather not have to acknowledge. Number 8, Kofi Kingston's Jamaican roots. Kofi Kingston is now 1/3 of the New Day and became one of the longest reigning tag team champions in the history of WWE last year. Even though it has been almost a decade since Kofi's debut when he attempted to convince the WWE Universe that he was Jamaican, it seems that this gimmick still haunts him. The Usos noted as part of their rap battle in the summer, that they thought that Kofi was Jamaican, but he was actually jaw faking. This is because WWE came up with the plan for Kofi to debut as a Jamaican superstar, but he couldn't keep the accent up, and it has instead now become common knowledge that he is Ghanaian. There are many current and former WWE stars who have had embarrassing gimmicks they would rather not have to acknowledge. Number 7, Becky Lynch. The Irish dancer loves their stereotypes, especially when it comes to superstars from different countries. Following in the footsteps of Finlay and Sheamus, it seems that WWE wanted to point out the fact that Becky Lynch was Irish in a major way. Becky made her NXT debut back in June 2014 in a match against Summer Rae. Becky came out to the ring in emerald green ring attire and even treated the NXT universe to her version of Irish dancing to her Irish entrance theme. It seemed like a little bit too much, and whilst Becky continues to be proud of where she came from, she is probably happy that WWE decided to allow her to change her gimmick a few weeks later, because she probably wouldn't have got very far in WWE as an Irish stereotype. There are many current and former WWE stars who have had embarrassing gimmicks they would rather not have to acknowledge. Number 6, John Cena's prototype. It seems that even John Cena has a few humiliating stories of his first few years in WWE. Cena may be the face of the company right now and someone who many fans think has become bigger than the company itself, but there was a time when the creative team had full control. Back when Cena was part of Ohio Valley Wrestling OVW, he had a gimmick where he was called the prototype, a character with cyborg-like abilities that had received robotic enhancements to make him the perfect man. It is odd that Cena has never talked openly about his time as a half-human/half-robot whilst coming through